Hi, welcome to Lessons with John. Today we're going to try It's a Marshmallow World. I'm just going to play through it first. We'll talk about it later. Okay, there it is. Okay, so you're going to need a bunch of chords. We're going to need a C chord, 5th string, 3rd fret, 4th string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 1st fret. That's your C. Just lift up your first finger so the 2nd string's open. That's a C major 7. You need a G7 chord, 1st string, 1st fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 6th string, 3rd fret. You need a D minor 7. Bar the top 2 strings at the 1st fret and then 3rd string, 2nd fret. Stay away from the 6th string on that one. Alright, A minor 7, 4th string, 2nd fret, 2nd string, 1st fret. You need a D7 chord, 2nd string, 1st fret, and then the 3rd and 1st string at the 2nd fret. That's your G7, your D7 chord. Alright, now you're going to need a G minor 7. The one I do, which can be something that most of you don't want to do, but I'm going to show it to you my way anyway. I'm going to put my middle finger on the 6th string 3rd fret like this. And then I'm going to bar 4, 3, and 2. And I end up muting the 5th string because it's stuck in between there, and I'm just kind of leaning on it. You can get the 1st string. You can bar that one too. Sometimes I'm at such an angle that it ends up getting muted. No worries. Okay, so that's my G minor 7. You can do the whole big bar if you want. You can bar the 3rd fret and then put your 5th string, 5th fret. That's also a minor 7. That's the G minor 7 that most of you will want to do. But that's not what I do. So C7 is your next chord. 5th string, 3rd fret, 4th string, 2nd, 2nd string, 1st, and 3rd string, 3rd fret. That's my C7 chord. F chord, you can use any F chord you want. I'm going to probably, most of the time, I barred the first 2 strings. I might have just held down the 2nd string, 1st fret, 3rd string, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd fret. My thumb, grab the 6th string, 1st fret, I end up muting that 5th string. Sometimes I will mute the 1st, like I said, or sometimes I'll bar it. So with my 1st finger at an angle, then I get all the. Either way, doesn't really matter. Any F chord will do. Your little baby F chord like that, without using the bass notes, that's fine too. You need a G chord. I'm going to use the 6th string, 3rd fret, 5th string, 2nd fret, 1st string, 3rd fret. That was my G chord. I need a G major 7, which I'm going to play the 6th string, 3rd fret, and I'm going to twist around 1st string, 2nd fret. I end up muting the 5th string because I'm on such an angle, which is what you want. Then last chord, I need E minor 7. So 5th string and 4th string, 2nd fret, and then my 2nd string, 3rd fret. Okay? That's all your chords that you need. It's really difficult to sing the melody and play the chords at the same time. So I'm just going to kind of yell out the chords. Most of the song, it's in 4/4 time, and most of the measures have 2 chords per measure, so they share a measure, okay? So my strum pattern for like the first 2 chords, like the C to the C major 7, is just C is down, down, up, and then I lift up my finger and I do the same thing. And that's basically most of the song. So it's like, next measure, the third measure, is a C chord that gets the whole measure. So now my strum pattern is going to be, I could do a couple different things. I could go down, down, up, down, up. That'll work for a whole measure. Or you could go down, down, up, down, up, down, up. That also works for a whole measure. So I think what I did was I played the C chord. I did down, down, up, down, up. And then my next chord was a G7 and I went down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So I varied it. You can do that also. So if a chord is a whole measure, you use one of those 2 long strums. And if it's sharing a measure, just go down, down, up on each one of the chords. Okay? I'll try to point out when it's a whole measure. Okay, so you got a C to C major 7, C to C major 7, C for a whole measure, G7 for a whole measure, D minor 7 to G7, C to A minor 7, D7 for a measure to a G7 for a whole measure, C to C major 7, C to C major 7, C for a measure, and then G7 for a measure, D minor 7 to G7, C to A minor 7, D7 to G7 to C for a measure, G minor 7 to C7 to F to D minor 7, G minor 7 to C7, F to D minor 7, A minor 7 to D7, G major 7 to E minor 7, A minor 7 to D7 to G, and then G7, C to C major 7, C to C major 7, C for a measure, G7 for a measure, D minor 7 to G7, A minor 7 to D7, D7 back to G7, and then a C for a measure. C, C major 7, C to C major 7, C for a measure, G7 for a measure, D minor 7 to G7, C to A minor 7, D7 for a measure to a G7 for a measure, C to C major 7, C to C major 7, C for a measure to a G7 for a measure, D minor 7 to G7, C to A minor 7, D7 to G7 to C. Ooh, I hope I got that all right. That's a Marshmallow world. So I'm sure there's other ways to teach it that might even be better than that, but that gives you everything you need. This one's kind of a jazzy one, a lot of complicated chords and stuff, but you can do it. There'll be a link on what I'm looking at right here. You probably wonder why I'm looking down like that. I see it and you don't. Hopefully you don't. I've written out the whole song with chord charts for guitar and ukulele. And when you're reading it, if you're not familiar with this, it has like first and second endings and codas and DCs and all this stuff. So it can be complicated. But basically the gist of it is you will probably catch on. If you watch the video and you watch this go by and you'll hear me yelling out those chords, you'll see where I'm jumping to. So the first line, I go through the first line. When I get to the second line, it has this 1 in a bracket and then 2 dots. Well, that 1 means first ending. So I take that first ending, and when I get to those 2 dots, that bounces me back to the beginning of the song for the first line again. And then I go through that first line, and then when I get to the second line, I don't go to the first ending. I jump to what you'll see a bracket for number 2. Then I go to that second ending, and then I just continue on all the way down until I get to the end, and there's something that says DC al coda with repeats. What that means in English is from the beginning, so that bounces you all the way back to the beginning again. And with the repeats means it does the first ending and the second ending one after another. And you know, you do the first ending, you go back to the beginning again, then the second ending. And then you'll see what looks like a rifle scope. That's the coda. and that bounces you all the way down to the end of the song. You'll see the other coda, and that's basically just a C chord, is how it works out. But anyway, that's how you read those things. I don't know if that's going to be clear, but between me yakking about it and you watching it, that'll probably help you. All right, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, play more guitar, and enjoy that marshmallow world out there.